Well, good afternoon, and today we're going to take a look at some things that you can do around Phuket, because I'm being asked all the time, what can we do? So we're going to take a little ride around the island and stop in every so often at things we can do. This is the first stop. I will of course put the location down in the description, so do go and check that out. But we are at a temple, and this one is a little bit special because it's got a reclining Buddha here. And of course, if you're coming on holiday and you've never been here, or if you have been here a few times before, it's always good to check out the local culture. There is of course some Muslims in Thailand as well, but the main religion is Buddhism. So we're going to take a look at this beautiful Buddhist temple here on the main road, and as you can see, there is the reclining Buddha on the roof. So let's go and take a look at this temple. Now this one is slightly overlooked here in Phuket, this reclining Buddha temple. Of course you've got the main ones like Shillong temple, and then of course a big Buddha, but not a lot of people know about this. But it's a very pretty temple, well worth coming and having a nosy around. If you've got a family, maybe you're hiring a car or a motorbike. Temples are normally free to go in, but you can always make a donation, of course. So that statue there is the head monk. Now just be aware when you do look around these temples that you need to show respect in the clothing that you wear. So long shorts really, t-shirts with sleeves, no vest type t-shirts. This is for the guys. The ladies, they're a little bit more stricter on. Again, you really need to cover up your legs and your arms, your top. It wouldn't be a good idea to look around these temples in a bikini, say, or swimwear. That wouldn't be suitable, and there is normally signs to tell you this before entering the temples, and you can offend people very easily if you're inappropriately dressed. So I would strongly recommend you be careful of your attire. Now it doesn't look like we can go in there at the moment. Sometimes this will be open and inside it'll be beautifully decorated, but at the moment it's not open. Now there are many temples here in Phuket, but I've particularly picked this one because of the reclining Buddha, which is quite unusual. We do have another one, and that's on Koh Siri, which is still part of Phuket, but it is separated by a bridge, so it is classed as its own little island, but it is within the boundaries of the island of Phuket. From time to time you might find this temple will have some markets in the grounds. Now even if you're not a Buddhist, you can come to the temples and pay your own respects by buying a flowered wreath with some incense sticks. It's a good idea to bring a cigarette lighter with you, and that way once you've bought the wreath you can obviously put it here, you can pay your respects to Buddha there, and you put your incense sticks here and of course light them. But normally you don't find anywhere with a cigarette lighter, and that's why I suggest you bring in your own if you can. There are a few places where you're going to be able to get a little food and drink as well. So if you're coming with a family, you've got children, of course you're going to get some refreshments and snacks. There's also a coffee shop just over there at this particular temple. Normally at most of the temples you're able to get food and drink. We're going to go and see whether we can find the actual main area where the Thai people pay their respects. I'm not sure whether it's that centre piece that we've just been looking at or not. Of course today Nat's not with me, and she's normally my advisor when I'm making videos on around temples, because obviously she knows a lot more about her own religion than I know about Buddhism. I would say it's a very understanding religion, so there's quite a lot of compromises when it comes to Buddhism, as in it's a little bit more relaxed than some religions. They're a lot more stricter. So I've actually managed to find an area where you can come and go inside and pay your respects, which is just behind me here. Of course when you go inside, do be quiet, don't make too many loud noises, and be respectful to the temple and obviously Buddha as well. But you can actually come up onto the rooftop and have a look at the reclining Buddha. We found a stairway up, Wow. They certainly don't do things small here in Thailand when it comes to building temples. I believe that is 25 meters long. I was doing a little bit of research this morning on this temple. There's not too much online about this particular temple, and that's why I say it's a little bit overlooked. But when you come and take a look, it is quite impressive. This main section here is very beautiful inside. I have been inside of it, but it's been a long time ago, probably 8 years or more. I've been one time before today with Nat, but she was doing, I forget what it's called, where they go round and pay their respects at, I think it was 10 temples that particular day to make merit with Buddha, and this was one of the temples we called into. We didn't stay too long, and I didn't have too long to have a proper look around, and that's why I thought I'd come back today and have a better look. But that is very impressive indeed. So we've just arrived at our second stop, which is Sarasin Bridge. This is the bridge that links Phuket to the mainland of Thailand, and you're probably wondering, well, why have you brought us to Sarasin Bridge? Well, Sarasin Bridge is the very northern point of Phuket. Here you are going to find some really nice beaches, believe it or not. Now, these are not the same as the tourist beaches, so if you're looking for something a little bit quieter, then this area can offer you just that. They're not commercialised. You're not going to find a lot of people on the beaches like Kata and Karon and Patong, especially in the high season of Phuket. These beaches are going to be a lot more quieter. We've got a beach that runs just along here. This one is a little bit narrower, but if you go further along, you can see yourself in the distance there, more beaches. Of course, you've got the old original bridge, which is just in front of us. And then right next to it, we have the new bridge, which is the expressway, I guess you'd call it, the main road now into Phuket. But on top of the bridge and the beaches, this area is well known for seafood. There is a lot of seafood restaurants around this area, and they are a lot better priced than some of the seafood restaurants that you're going to find in the main tourist areas. You're going to find some really nice spots here to be able to sit at a more reasonable cost, enjoy a meal with some fantastic scenery. Now, on this side you have Phang Nga and Phang Nga Bay, and then on the other side, going out here in the distance, is of course the Andaman Sea. Looks like it's a popular spot with the scooter boys here over in Phuket. Got them all lined up, taking a few pics. So we're going to skip by these bikes and go up to the top of the tower here at Sarasin Bridge. Okay, so as you can see, there are a few areas where you can get some refreshments, hot dogs, drinks. Yeah, why not? Let's have a drink. It's very hot today, as you can see. Beautiful day. So there's plenty of places to get some drinks. So we've ordered some red sodas. This guy's going to knock those up in a moment. And while we're waiting for those red sodas, I forgot to mention, actually in this area there is a national park that you can go and explore as well. Cheers. So it looks like somebody's set up a little cafe here as well. This wasn't here the last time I came, so I actually flew my drone from this area and there was nothing here, but there's now some tables and chairs and got some shade, and these were 25 baht, so a bargain. So we're now at our third spot, which is actually just outside of Kamalar on the Senna Cape, and it's called the Hidden Rock Ponds. I've already tried to find this place once with Nat and we couldn't find the entrance. Yes. Ah, okay, so the entrance is over there. Okay, so okay. Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, so it's next to, I don't know what the name of that hotel is actually, I will put it on the video. So it's next to this hotel here on Senna Cape, but trying to find the entrance to it can be a little bit tricky, but it's supposed to be really nice. Now, sisters visited this area, tried to explain to Nat where it was, but we couldn't find it. Okay, so where we was, we've just literally come around the bend here at the bottom and then just here. It's very, very easy to miss. There's just a little tiny opening over there. The only reason why I spotted it is because there's a bike parked here. But we're going to have a wander down here. I don't know whether it's the right place, but we're going to find out. Now again, if you're going to come to these places, just watch what you're wearing footwear wise. Flip-flops may not be ideal. Keep an eye on the ground as well, because obviously, wow, that's yeah, that's a little bit slippy. Way. So not the easiest place to find. Okay, so Jack has only got like flip-flop type, sandal type things on, and it is, let me just go a little bit further to have a look at the ground. I'm not keen on coming to places like this because of the grass, and obviously you've got snakes and things like that round here, so whoa. Okay, Jack's got down. A little bit challenging, to say the least, and you need to be very mindful of your feet and what's around you and what's on the ground when you're coming into places like this, because obviously with not a lot of people coming down here, you don't know what's on the ground around you. As I mentioned, Thailand unfortunately does have some venomous snakes. Not the easiest trail to navigate. Very steep, probably worse going down than what it'll be coming back up. Wow, certainly got the name right, the Hidden Rock Ponds. Not big fan of this place, that's for sure. Come on, I'm hoping that's going to improve as we get further down. But if you're looking for something different to do and you like hiking, then maybe this is going to be your thing. But I've got to be honest, this is not my thing. It's definitely getting worse. Wow, I can't even see the path. Okay, so Jack's caught us back up, and yeah, I'm not even sure whether this is the right way. Holy moly. Okay, so this wouldn't be your average tourist adventure, to be honest. This is more of somebody who's seriously looking for, what's the word we're looking for here, Jack? An adrenaline rush? Huh? I don't know. Yeah.
If you're looking for the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom. Okay, it is slowly getting better. obviously not many people come down here. I can understand why.
And of course, the minute we walk down there, it'll be time to get back up.
Yeah, but yes, earlier on the path didn't look quite so exciting, or inviting is the right word. But if you're up for a challenge and you want to explore and maybe, you see the path, go somewhere where there's definitely not going to be many people. That is a fact. Holy moly, mother of... Whoa, definitely make a lot of noise. Shake everything. I can hear the sea, so we must be getting nearer. I hope that this is the right path, or else I'm going to be seriously not happy. Having gone down here. Whoa! Nearly. Okay, so there's a rope here that you can hold on to, and I think you need to use that because this is seriously slippy. Grab the rope, Jack. My God, this is steep. Okay, not such a good idea to come here. That was one of my ideas. Trying to find things that are a little bit different. You can see just in front there, the sea. Okay, now obviously I've got a bit of a disadvantage because I'm holding the camera in one hand, so I'm trying to be a little bit more careful. But I think we have got the right path. But the rope is now, oh, there's another rope there, finished. Whoa, easy, Jack. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. My God. Jeez. We've got the right place because I can see it just down there. Yeah, it's the right place, but I suggest you hold these ropes. Go in here. Yeah. I wouldn't suggest anybody even consider doing this in the rainy season. Not a chance, because this hillside, I would imagine, would be very slippy. It's bad enough in the dry season now, trying to get down here using these ropes. I mean, I don't know how well the camera's going to show it, but wait, it's a bit of a challenge. My God. Okay, this section here is very steep, so I'm just going to shut the camera for a second while I get down here. Well, we got down that, and let me just show you how steep that is. I mean, that is like straight up, literally straight up. There's Jack, but we're there now. Whew, little bit nerve wracking coming down there because it's so overgrown. Now, Nat's sister was saying, depending on how the tide is, you can actually swim in these rock pools if you want. This here is the road that runs round Centre Cape. Somebody doing a bit of fishing, and there's just a one rock pool at the moment, and I just suppose it depends on the tides. And you could come here and do a spot of sunbathing if you want. Shame we didn't bring any food. We could have sat down and had a drink and a bite to eat down there. Well, there you go. This is the hidden rock ponds. Okay, we're about halfway up, and I am knackered. See, I'm pouring in sweat. Jack's about done. You got to be brave if you want to come down here, because it's a hell of a hike going back up. We are nearly back to the top, and needless to say, I shan't be coming again. But if you want a real challenge and a real adrenaline rush, try it at night. That's definitely going to get the heart pumping. Whoa. We're sliding back down here. Okay, we're just coming out. So, and they have a very good name. A very good name. on to the next one. So we've just arrived at our 4th destination or spot to come and have a look at, and behind me there is the Andaman ATV adventures, and I was bringing you actually to Kalim Viewpoint, and this used to be actually quite a nice viewpoint. It's just outside of Patong, but unfortunately I've just walked up this path and it is no longer here, it's gone. So they've replaced it with the ATV adventure thing, which is a bit of a shame, but it has been quite some time since I last came here. It was around the COVID time. There used to be a coffee shop here and various things where you could take pictures, etc. Now I did have a look on Google, and up to 3 months ago this was open, because there's pictures on there listed for 3 months ago, but you can see there the remains of it, and then there were some stairs there, different things here, and a cafe, which is all gone. So unfortunately we haven't got number 4. However, if you were planning on visiting the Kalim Viewpoint just outside of Patong, then don't, because it's not here anymore. The road coming here up to the viewpoint is something out the ordinary, especially if you come in a tuk-tuk, because it's very, very steep indeed coming up to this viewpoint. But I hope you've enjoyed the video anyway, found it helpful and informative, and if so, please remember to give the video a like. If you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing. Obviously have a look and check out some of my other content, because I do have loads. And I guess that just leaves me to say, oh, there's Jackie Boy, he disappeared. Because I went off trying to find it. It's not the easiest place to find. And I guess that just leaves me to say, as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Right, that was a bit of a waste of time, Jackie Boy, because it's gone. It is up there, but there's only the remains left.
Ah.
So there you go.